This right here really kind of annoyed me, okay? This really pissed me off. So, you know they're having these racial Zoom calls, right? Black women for Kamala, black men for Kamala. They had white women for Kamala. Now they're having white dudes for Harris, right? They're having a Zoom call. Now, I want you guys to understand, what would happen if Trump had a Zoom call where it was called white dudes for Trump? How do you think the media would react? They would say it's a Klan rally, right? Trump is holding Klan rallies on Zoom calls with white men, right? They would never be okay with this. Never be okay with it.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, so shout out to Greg Foreman of the Black Conservative Perspective. Check out his channel. He's good people. And shout out to him for being courageous as he is. Being a black man that is not a Democrat just because the Democrats told him to be a Democrat. And that is why a lot of black people are insulted by the Democratic Party, because they think that if you're of a certain demographic, that they own your vote. And it's true what he says at the beginning of the video. And I'm going to put a link in the description so you can click it and get the entire video. The video was basically about Dana White, who, to his credit, did not get pulled into any kind of political BS by a woke CNN anchor woman. But that little part of the video I wanted to show because, as Greg says, he's right. I agree with Greg on that. It's like white dudes for Trump, for Harris. I almost made the Joe Biden mistake and called Harris Trump. Hell no. Okay. She's an Indian trying to pass as black, and people are trying to say Donald Trump is orange. There's a difference there. But anyway, white dudes for Harris. But meanwhile, if there was a white dudes for Trump, people would call it a KKK Zoom rally or something like that. Unbelievable the way the left operates. They throw DEI policies and practices in your face. But if you call it as you see it, somehow that makes you some sort of racist of one form or another. There are so many levels of hell where belong the left. And speaking of DEI, yes indeed, Kamala Harris is a DEI candidate and failed border czar. Let me say that again. And failed border czar. And I never get tired of saying that. The only time I'll get tired of saying that is when Trump inevitably wins this election. He will. He's got it in the bag. But he'll only have it in the bag if you guys go out and vote. You can't just sit back and say, oh, Trump got this. You have to actively vote, vehemently vote against Kamala Harris. It's very important. It's very important. And As a bonus, vote for Donald Trump because people equate their personal anguish to Donald Trump winning an election, to Donald Trump not suffering. You understand? People relate their own suffrage to the non-suffrage of Donald Trump. So, I wish the best life ever for Donald Trump. I wish him better years than he's ever had in his entire life in the years ahead of him. I hope he has a better life than any king of Siam ever did in the near future. I wish nothing but health, happiness, and quadruple of his wealth on Donald Trump. Unlike the people who are disappointed that Crooks missed his head. Secret Service didn't miss Crooks' head, though, did they? Ha ha ha, 20-year-old scumbag. And now, yeah, often I'm told to be a little more civil, and it's like, it's so hard to be that civil with the way the left is. I'm sorry if I offend people on my side of the aisle, but these guys piss me off, yo. They piss me off. They think that you belong in a certain box, and you have to vote. And like I said, identity politics bites them in the ass every time. It bites them in the ass every time, because they could have had a more qualified candidate that Trump would have beaten anyway to replace Joe Biden with, if they didn't pressure Joe Biden to pick specifically, whether qualified or not, and obviously she was unqualified, this one particular person who they claim is black and is female. And they got their heads up their ass. And identity politics bites them in the ass when they for years tried to rake in the Jewish vote. And now you have a lot of the liberals that are supporting the terrorist Hamas and trying to make the Israel be the bad guys. You know what? There is no overkill in the retaliation for October 7th. There is no, it doesn't exist. It's a unicorn. It's a fucking fire-breathing dragon. It's a Smurf. Okay? It's a fair and square Joe Biden presidential victory. It's non-existent. It's the mostly peaceful protests of 2020. That's how real the fucking overkill of retaliation is for October 7th. It's non-existent. There's no such thing as excessive measure in retaliation for October 7th. And I'm not even Jewish. But you know what? Go Israel, go. I don't think we should be funding them anymore. They got enough of our money. But I'm okay with clapping for them and saying, go Israel, go. Retaliate against October 7th and keep retaliating against October 7th till you get your hostages back. And while you're at it, throw us a bone and release help get back our American hostages. You know that? There's American hostages being held by Hamas. So you know what? In the interest of America, nothing Israel does in retaliation for October 7th is overkill. Nothing. But, United States has a commitment to remain Israel's ally, and because of that, all these flippin' lunatics whose vote they got 4 years ago, ain't having it now. Here it is again. Identity politics biting them in the ass. Biting them in the ass, I tell you. Biting them in the ass. And white dudes for Harris. White dudes for Harris. That's like saying Jews for Palestine. That's like saying Jews for Hamas. White dudes for Harris is like cows for Western beef. White dudes for Harris is like saying chickens for KFC and Popeyes. Yeah. Yeah, white dudes for Harris. That's like saying gazelles from Mars for White Castle, or whatever the fuck the meat is made of that they put in those White Castle burgers. You know what I'm saying? They are the Democrats are ungodly. Crime runs rampant because of the Democrats. They are the party of Epstein. They are a party that most supported Adolf Hitler when Adolf Hitler was alive. They are the party that is most Hitler-like. They are the party of child molesting Nazis. They are the party of rape. Bill Clinton is an ex-president of rape. Joe Biden is a president of rape. He friggin' raped his daughter in the shower. But Joe Biden's not even, what are you even talking about? Because Kamala Harris is part of that administration. You know? And Joe Biden is part of the Obama administration, meaning he's part of an administration that built and supported an extreme Islamic caliphate that Trump had to single-handedly dismantle. That was Obama's caliphate that Trump dismantled. And Trump did a fine job of it. And they repaid him by cheating to win. Joe Biden did not win the 2020 election fair and square. Americans had the right to protest it on January 6th. And nobody who's really against Joe Biden did any damage. Nobody who's legitimately against Joe Biden did any damage in the Capitol. Those are all freaking plants and poses and psyop bastards that did actual damage in the Capitol. And it wasn't even that bad. They broke a couple of windows. And the lives lost were at the hands of thugs hiding behind badges, like that thug that popped a cap in Ashley Babbitt. And let's not forget, I should say, the Democratic Party is a party that most goes against God. On that note, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, follow and share my content. Once again, shout out to Greg Foreman, the Black Conservative Perspective. Link to that video I mentioned will be in the description box. Stay strong, people. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy Too Tall.